Welcome everybody. My name's Keren and I'm going to take you through a leg workout today. It's going to be perfect for beginners, but more intermediate. And for those of you who are advanced, you can definitely join in and just go heavier and work deeper into the leg exercises. So what you'll need is a set of dumbbells. If you want to go heavy, obviously really challenge yourself. I've got 4.5 kilos here, which I'll use for most of the exercises. And then I've also got my PTP TheraBand, which we're going to use. So I'm just going to get you really nice and warmed up just for the legs, literally spending a minute making sure that our hamstrings are nice and warm. We get the knee joints and the hip joints nice and lubricated. So just loosening up here. Try to get your heels right up to the butt. Land flat on your heels and kick your bum. Land flat and kick, land flat and kick. There's almost like a little squat happening, this little bob. So we'll just spend about 30 seconds doing these beautiful leg curls, which is so old school aerobics. And then we'll just get into these little knee lifts here as well. And if you want to lift the arms up, that will just get the heart having to pump a little bit harder as you lift those arms up. So great for the shoulders. And you'll feel that heart rate increasing. Don't feel like you have to stay in time with me for any of the exercises, really. It's up to you to take it at your own pace. So if you're a beginner, listen to your body and take it slow and maybe not so low. Back into those leg curls. If you're intermediate, of course, listening to your body, but try to challenge yourself. And for those of you that are advanced, hopefully you know exactly what to do and you can push yourself through all these exercises and use some heavier weights. So we'll finish off here one more time with these knee lifts and the shoulder press, and we should be a little bit more loosened up. If you feel that it's not enough of a warm-up for you, then please feel free to pause the video and keep doing a little bit more, run around, put some music on, do a dance, or maybe even just repeat what we've just done, rewind and start again. I'm going to get you standing behind your mat, or just if you've got a soft surface that you can use, we're going to crouch down into a really low squat here. We're going to do a hamstring stretch up. We're going to crouch down and we're going to walk ourselves forward. We're going to push ourselves back onto those heels. Use your elbows to open up the thighs so you get a nice big groin stretch. Come up again into that hamstring stretch. Come down, walk forward, plank it here, squeeze your belly in, walk back onto those heels. And again, open up through the groin into your hamstring stretch. Relax your head and shoulders, coming down and walking forward. And we'll do it one more time. So pushing out wide, hamstring stretch, coming down and walking forward. Now what we're going to do is get into a bit of a lunge step here. We'll come back to the mat in a moment. We're going to step forward into a lunge, drop the back knee down. For those of you who are beginners, you might like to do it next to the wall and hold onto the wall. So we're going to step forward and back, and I'd like you to try at least 10 on each side. I'm not really going to be counting, so I just want you to do as many as you feel that you can, keeping your chest up, keeping your back straight and dropping the back knee down, taking some really deep breaths. I'm using my opposite arm to leg for the intermediates to get nice balance, fluid movement, consistency, big step forward. Advanced, you can probably go a little bit faster, but don't compromise on your form, on your technique. Deep breaths so that you can do a couple more and you should be feeling nice activation through the glutes as you step. And we'll hold it here, take a deep breath in and out. We're going to take the legs out wide into a sumo squat. We're just finishing off a bit of the warm up here, making sure that we've got all the muscles working beautifully, ready to work really hard. So you're going to go for about 10 of these sumo squats, really pressing down into the heels. As you can see, the knees are not going forward over the toes. They're just in line with the ankles, dropping down really low into the thighs, making sure that we activate those inner thighs, especially as you come up. That's where you want to squeeze those inner thighs. So take those deep breaths, push and squeeze. We'll go for 2 more there. Last one. Great job. All right, so now what we're going to get into is a bit of a jump. It's a bit of a squat thrust. Beginners, I'm going to show you the option here. We're going to crouch down, step out, in, and then stand up. So this is the beginner option. Pause and repeat if you need to. For the intermediate, we're going to crouch down, jump out, jump in, sit back onto those heels and stand up. There's no jump at the end. There's just a little jump out, in, landing on the heels and stand up. So advanced, you can probably take that into a full burpee if you like. and add the jump in at the end. But what I really need you to do here is focus on that lift where you're activating the glutes. So I'd like you to aim for 10 of those. Big lift through the glutes. Be careful on your knees. Landing on those hands nice and flat as you come down. If you've got wrist issues, you might like to do it on your fist. Take your time. Lifting up through your head. The most important thing here is when you jump back in, that you lift through your head and activate the quads. So we'll go for one more there, and hopefully that's roughly 10. Great work, everyone. We're going to add some weights to those lunges now. So beginners, you can repeat without the weights. Intermediate, holding onto those dumbbells, standing nice and tall, chest up, and a big step forward and push back. Step forward and push back. Deep breaths. Really control it. We're going for 10 on each side. Doesn't take long for the heart to start pumping really hard, especially after those squat thrust jumps that we just did. Deep breaths here, down and push back. Down and push back. Keep going with those. And if you need to at any point, you can always release those dumbbells and keep going. But I need you to challenge yourself, because that's the only way we get better. We get stronger. If we stay at the level that we're comfortable with, nothing changes. One of my favorite quotes that I always use, nothing changes if nothing changes. So of course it's great that we're doing something, but we want to make sure that we're stepping out of our comfort zone. Let's finish off 10 with each leg here. And I'm getting warm. I'm going to have to take off a layer. We're going to get into our sumo squats, those wide squats next. All right, how's everyone going? I hope you're feeling good. And I hope you're feeling the muscles working. With the sumo squats, you've got two options with the dumbbells. For the intermediate, we're dropping down either with the dumbbells on the hips there, or I actually like to have them in the center here, which kind of makes me feel a little bit more controlled. So we're going to push it to 15 now that we're nice and warm, and we're pressing through the inside of those heels. For most of you who are intermediate, you should be at least able to hold roughly 8 kilos, hopefully more. And for the advanced, go for 15, maybe even 20, depending how strong you are. How experienced are you? Challenge yourself. Pressing through those heels. Remember, we're going for 15 now. So deep breaths and lift. Squeeze into the glutes and lift. If it gets too much, you can always drop one and keep going. Dropping down, lifting up. Now, what's important with these, we've got a few more to go. If I show you side on, is that we don't end up dropping the chest forward. We need to keep the head up. I always tell my clients to look up to the ceiling. Look at where the wall meets the ceiling. Force yourself to keep your head up, because the minute you look down, it's very tempting for the chest to drop forward. So hopefully you're feeling that burning there, and those are your sumo squats. Have we done 15? Great work, everyone. Let's get into those squat thrusts. So when you're ready, hands come down. Beginners, stepping out, out, in. Try to land on your heels and push up and squeeze the glutes. Intermediate, jumping out and in, get down low and push up. So we're just doing 10. These are hard. These get the heart pumping. Out and in, big jumps, head up, squeeze through the glutes. Couple more to go. Deep breaths. Can you finish it off for me? How are we doing there? Great work, everyone. Beautiful. Should be nice and warm now. So what I'd like to do is combine the two exercises, which is the sumo squat and the alternate lunges. So what we'll do is we'll step forward into the lunge, and then step to the side for the sumo squat, and step to the other side for the sumo squat. So it might be a little bit tricky holding onto those dumbbells. You might even like to pop them onto your shoulders, but I'd like to aim for 10 reps of this. So that's 1 rep. So I've now done twice through. I'm going to go for 10. Big step forward and back, big step forward and back. and then drop down to the side. And I've done 3. I'll show you side on. Big step forward and back, keeping your head up again. Stepping to the side and to the other side. Chest up tall. Engage your abdominals the whole way through. Should be squeezing that belly button in, squeezing through your abs, keeping nice and strong through the core. Deep breaths. Don't know about you guys, but I am really pushing hard here. Has been a while for me. Bit out of action with all this lockdown business here in Melbourne. Looking after my kids, homeschooling my kids. I juggle. Unfortunately, my workouts are on the back burner. But today's the day. We do what we can. Push forward again. And push. Squat. And let's see you do one more. Love to see you doing one more there. Stepping forward and back. Stepping forward and back. And stepping side to side. Fantastic work, everyone. Well done. Grab a drink if you need it. Pause the video if you need to. We're going to do one more set of the squat thrust jumps. So whenever you're ready, you can get straight into those. I'll keep the video moving. And we're going to count to 10. That's 1. Don't underestimate these babies because they really work. The whole body's working here, but pushing up, using the glutes, landing on the heels, pressing through those heels. Imagine there's quicksand in those heels and coming up, really squeezing through the glutes. Go for a couple more. Great work, everyone. Finish that off for me. All right, when you're ready, I've got a PT band here, PTP band, and I'm going to wrap that just around my knees. I have a quick sip of water to refuel. So just above the knees here, and that will be a great position to sit comfortably above the knees, working into the thighs. Pop your hands on your hips for me and let's go for it, everyone. Big step side to side. Now, if you're not feeling it, you're not stepping wide enough. So I need you to really go for it. I need you to push as hard as you can against the band so that you feel it working, you feel it activating those thighs. Push and squeeze into the thighs. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll focus on one side. We're going to get a really big burn, and surprisingly enough, you think that it's going to be working this leg? It is, but this is the leg that's going to start burning. So let's count to 15 here. 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10. See how this leg isn't moving at all. That's what we want to do. We want to keep that really stable. And if you see side on, I'm actually dropping down into the thigh and pushing out. Keeping the pressure on the band. Down low, without hunching over, without slouching over, really pushing into that thigh. Should be burning. Great work, everyone. Change legs again. This time what we're going to do is lift the leg up. So I'm stabilizing on one side, down low, and I'm driving the knee up. And again, I'm going for 15 reps. 4 and 5. And there's no movement on that stabilizing leg. That stabilizing leg is as still as can be. Lots of pressure through the heel, but not much movement at all through that knee. Changing legs when you're ready. Chest up, core is tight. And work those arms, drive it. Push and drive through. Deep breaths. 9 and 10, 5 more to go. And you should be feeling that. Whew, well done. All right, let's get straight into it. Down low. We're going to crab walk to the side. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go again. Now, of course, if you don't have the space at home or wherever you're doing this workout, do what works for you in your space. You might only get 2 across or 3 across. So just keep pushing as many as you can, and this is going to burn your thighs. Now, if you want to work a little bit harder, drop it down. Let's go one more lap here. Whew, that makes it a lot harder. So beginners, don't even worry about the band if you don't want to. You'll definitely get that workout without it. So now I will get you to drop the band down, and I'll shuffle across so you can have a better view here of my feet. Placing your body weight in one leg, and we are pulsing back. We're going to go for 20. Now I'm turning my leg on a bit of an angle. to get into the thigh. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That stabilizing leg is burning. Try again. 1, 2, turn it out. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Same thing, but this time out to the side. So I'm showing you front on, but I want you to stand side onto your table or chair. And I want you to take that leg out wide. I've got a slight bend in both knees. Slight bend so that I can push it really hard. If I straighten everything out, I'm putting a lot of pressure in my back. So slight bend in the knees and really pushing out for 20. Keeping the pressure on the band. See how I'm not letting the band release? Keeping the pressure on it. Try the other side. Keep the pressure on your thigh. Keep the pressure on the thigh. So that should be really burning for you. How are we all doing? Whew. Great work, everyone. Release it. Bring your band up to the knees. Beginners, keep it there with or without the band. Intermediate, advanced, grab your heavy dumbbells. We're going into squats. I'll show you side on where we're sitting back. We're going to tap the ground with our dumbbells. We're going to come up a quarter of the way and then all the way up. So it's a pulse squat. Down for 1, half, and up. Down for 1, half, and up. Squeeze it at the end. Down for 1, half, and push. And again. Squeeze. And again. Squeeze. And again. Are you keeping your back flat? Are you keeping your chest up? Are you breathing rhythmically? Lots to think about here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get down as low as you can with your butt. Don't drop that chest forward, but actually sink into your heels. Sink into your heels, activate the glutes and squeeze. Down low and squeeze. Last one here, everyone. And we're going to go back to our crab walk, starting with our single side to side. I'm going to get you to keep moving. If you need to pause the video, you can, of course. But we're going to keep pushing along here, stepping side to side. These PTP bands are fantastic. The fabric makes for really good resistance. So give it a really good push. This one has been with me for a long time. It's seen a lot of workouts. And you can get 10% off using my coupon code, which I'll put in the comments below. So check that out and go and buy your own one. Let's travel to the side, all the way. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Push 1, 2. Let's do it again. Big push for the last couple of times. Last one, go for it. That should be burning. Well done. Now, I skipped this one. Holy moly. Let's push for 15. It's like you're dancing. This is where you got to put the music on and just dance. Get the band out one day and just do a whole workout of dancing with the band on. Whew. 15, other side. That is really getting into those glutes. So I hope you can feel that. Tap and push, staying bent in the knees. 9 and 10, 11 and 12. Great work. I'm going to get you to hold on to the wall if you need to. Take that band down, and we're starting with the little kickbacks, little pulse kickbacks. I'm turning the knee out, pushing for 20. Supporting leg is on and strong. Push through, squeeze it, push it, and release. Well done. Other side, push through. Needing more oxygen now, needing more fuel. Take sips of water whenever you need it. Don't underestimate how the cooling effect of the water will give you a bit more power, the hydration. We're taking the leg out wide into those abductors here. Pushing inner thigh as well. Should be working the adductors and abductors. I always think of abduction. Someone's abducting my leg, taking it away from me. So working the outside part of the leg. Other side when you finish there. And I am going to ask you to try a couple of my favorite squats before we lay down. So if you can take the band off and leave it close to your mat or just on the carpet where you are, you can hold a dumbbell. If you're intermediate, you can hold onto one dumbbell here. For the advanced, you can hold on to 2 dumbbells if you want to, or just get one heavier one. So beginners, I'll do it with you. I'm not going to use anything because I need you to focus on your balance. And I'm going to get you to step back into what we call a curtsy lunge. So from here, we're going to step behind and we're going to drop the back knee down. Now, some of you might need to do this next to a wall. So this is the side on view where I'm stepping out to the side and behind like I'm doing a curtsy. So front on view looks like this. I'm stepping to the side and I'm dragging that leg behind, dropping my knees down to the floor. Out wide, drag it behind, and I'm actually going a little bit further than where the stabilizing leg is. So if I was doing the same as my stabilizing leg, it would almost just be a straight lunge. That's being straight in line with that front leg. But what I'm asking you to do is step right behind it. And that's where beginners will need the help of the wall or a chair. Those of you with intermediate dumbbells in front of you, you should be feeling that. Nice big curtsy lunges. And advanced, hopefully you got a nice big 10 kilo here. Or maybe 2 8 kilos on either side. We're going to finish this off. Not an easy exercise. So beginners, maybe after this workout, you can progress to intermediate levels. You might want to do this one a few more times on your own. Get through this workout. Great work, everyone. Bring those dumbbells close to your mat. Set your mat up, grab your band as well. And I'm going to get you to start on your hands and knees with the band just above your knees once again. So from here, you can drop down onto the hands and knees. And I'm going to get you just to place your hands down flat. If you've got issues with the wrist, come into a fist. We're going to extend that leg into a donkey kick. In and out. Can you go for 15? Beginners, you are welcome, obviously, to do this without the band. Big kicks. And I'll need you to get that leg up as high as you can. Breathe out, squeeze your abs. 15 reps there, and we'll change it over to the other side. Keeping your back as flat as you can. Obviously, if you don't have the band on, you'll be able to get that leg much higher. So I want you to push it and exaggerate it and squeeze into your glutes. Push, squeeze, push, squeeze. Couple more there. Great work, everyone. You are doing so well. If you're still with me now, I'm really proud of you. That's really great work. I'm going to get you to drop down onto your elbows. I'm going to lift up that leg. Flex the toe down toward the floor. You can see that there, that I've got that toe right down. And there, I'm going to push my heel up to the ceiling and pulse it. So deep breaths there and squeeze into the glutes. Go as hard as you can. 20 reps. Keep pushing. And change legs when you're ready. So it's really important here to flex the toe down, press up with the heel. Great work, everyone. And we'll just do one more exercise here. Staying on the elbows, we're going to straighten out one leg. It's going to feel quite challenging with that band on. Keeping your leg as straight as you can. We might only get 10 here, but I'm actually lifting my leg straight up and over the other leg. Up and over, but I'd like you to try and do it as though it's a V. So it's quite a sharp lift at the top. So rather than a little rainbow, I want you to do a big V, up and over, up and over. And that one should really make your booty burn if the other exercises haven't yet. So just 10 of those. And we'll do the other leg when you're ready. So staying down low, stretch that leg out, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Push. So this is definitely a challenging exercise with the band on. All the exercises with the band on have hopefully really pushed you out of your comfort zone. Beginners, please listen to your body. You might be a little bit sore tomorrow. So just be prepared for some muscle tenderness there. We're going to turn around. We're going to drop back. If you've got your dumbbell for the intermediate or advanced, please feel free to pop that dumbbell onto your hips. It looks like this. So I've just got it sitting there on my hips, and we're going to bring the heels in close to the booty. From here, we're going to lift up as high as we can to activate the glutes, Push out against the band if you've got one on. And we'll come down halfway and lift. Halfway and lift. Go again. Let's get to 15. Deep breaths at the top. Pushing up as high as you can. Squeeze into the glutes. Pressing firmly into those heels. And that should be really burning those glutes. Keep pressing up. Squeezing through. Great work, everyone. Beautiful. I'm going to get you to take the bands off. We are almost done. All right. I'm going to get you to roll onto your side. And from here, just resting your head on your ear on your shoulder, sorry, or on your arm, and stretching out that leg at the bottom. Use your hand to support your body. Flex the toe toward you, and let's lift straight up and down. So big lift here. I've got you to take the band off because I want you to get a big range of motion. The band limits your range, obviously. It will stop you halfway, and then you really need to keep the pressure on the band. So when you've got the band on, it ends up being a pulse like this, and that's great. But I'd really like you to feel the stretch and feel that range of getting that leg right up. And you'll feel a nice big push up against gravity. Don't need too much resistance here. The legs should be fatiguing already. And I think we're close to 15. And then I'll just get you to bring the knees together. Bring your feet off the ground. And then we're going to lift that top leg. So we're really going to push that top leg now for 20. And then we're finishing off the other leg. And we should be done. The big push here with the knee up as high as you can. Feel it through the thighs. Don't forget, you can always replay the exercises that you need to work on, or the ones that you feel perhaps need a little bit more focus to feel in the right places. Because another thing that I always say is if you can't feel it, nothing's happening. So you've got to make sure that each exercise that we did today, you felt where the muscles were activated and working hard. Flip yourself around to the other side and we'll finish off the other leg. So coming down here and stretching out, get comfortable. Top leg is flexed in towards you. And we're lifting straight up and down. Don't rush it. Make sure you really feel it as you lift and drop. Deep breaths. And again, that hand in front is supporting my body. What a great way to start your day, or a great way to end your day. Just giving your body that time that it deserves to work, and to prove to you how incredible your body is, that it can do all these amazing things. So what we always say is exercise is a celebration of what your body is capable of doing, of what your body is able to do, rather than seeing exercise as punishment for food that you've eaten. Celebrate what your body is capable of doing. And I promise you, it will be a lot more enjoyable to do your workouts. So pushing up and down here through the thighs. And again, we're doing a bit of it's called a clam. So pushing out and in here. And I'll get you to finish off your 20. Keep going with that. I think we did 20, perhaps we did 15, I'm not sure now. But I'm going to stop the video here and I'll put a link at the bottom so that you can do your stretches and finish off your workout. Perhaps you want to do some cardio or something in between and then do your stretches. But I really am glad that you joined me today. Thank you so, so much. Leave a comment below and I hope to see you again in some of my other videos. Stay well, stay safe, and stay active.